Howdy EgoHackers, my name is Samwise. Welcome to the video where we'll be discussing the second cognitive axis, Introverted Thinking and Extraverted Feeling. Let's begin by understanding the foundation of our discussion, the cognitive axis, and its role within typology. A cognitive axis is one of the paths of communication within our mind. Cognitive axes show the flow of information between two functions within the same side of the mind that share judgment or perception. So in our case, the judgment functions of introverted thinking and extroverted feeling are one of the four cognitive axes. Every TI user is an FE user, and every FE user is a TI user. You can't use introverted thinking without extroverted feeling being attached to it. You can't use extroverted feeling without introverted thinking being attached to it. The cognitive axis flows in both ways. The TI-FE axis can flow by sourcing from introverted thinking and expressing through extroverted feeling, or absorb through extroverted feeling and then churn and process with introverted thinking. One way to describe the process is to equate it with Yin Yang, where we generally think of Yin and Yang being two separate ideas, with Yin being a more passive, inward, and still process, while Yang being an active, outward, and moving process. We separate these into two ideas into separate labels for the sake of understanding them better, but they are always connected. Yang doesn't exist without Yin. Day doesn't exist without night. You get the idea. You can't use extroverted feeling without introverted thinking, and vice versa. You can't use introverted thinking without extroverted feeling. Now that we've established the framework, let's delve into the workings of the TI-FE axis and its significance. There are 8 TI-FE users. There are 4 that are dominant with introverted thinking and 4 that are dominant with extroverted feeling. The 4 that are dominant in introverted thinking are the ISTP, the INTP, the ESTP, and the ENTP. As far as the extroverted feeling dominants go, we have the INFJ, the ISFJ, the ENFJ, and the ESFJ. Say hi, Ben. Salutations. Yeah, Ben might not be around anymore, but hey, I still have his life as PNG I can play around with like a puppet. And those are the 8 types that use the TI-FE cognitive axis. Now, what is the TI-FE cognitive axis? The TI-FE axis is communication between what I think and how others feel, or between one's logic and their ethical awareness, ethics being what is valued by the collective, not the individual. TI users have an internal logical processing system that makes them aware of logical integrity. TI is one of the functions that is inherently critical by nature and equips the TI user to break down and improve a person, place, or thing, even an idea. And why are they so critical? Because they care. Notice the extroverted feeling in that. The theme of the cognitive axis is a push and pull mechanism. Communication, whether between others or just within oneself, has consequences in their push and pull mechanism. The harshness of TI is balanced by FE, because extroverted feeling is an awareness of social consequences. Expressing what you think creates an emotional impact on others. Let's illustrate this concept with practical examples showcasing how the TI-FE axis manifests in real-world situations. When an ISTP, for example, says something bluntly and harshly with their TI hero, their FE inferior will pull on them, challenging them to be aware of how others will feel when they use their TI. Or they'll be so concerned about how other people will feel about them using their TI that they just won't express what they think, which is a problem that FE inferiors do get. Or like an ESFJ that is so bound by the opinions of other people, the collective ethics, because values are just opinions at the end of the day anyway, that they're so afraid to think on their own, because they don't want to leave that collective ethic that they're so aware of. If they start thinking on their own with their TI, other people are going to have their opinions on it, introverted feeling like, you're stupid. The TI-FE axis is very concerned about the feedback they get from other people. Those, you're mean and you're stupid are opinions. Ultimately, an FE user wants to be socially accepted, but their TI function is capable of detecting the untruth or unfairness within social norms. There is a tension between being honest and being accepted. And it's a push-pull that's going to be affecting these ACE types for, the rest of their lives. Yeah. With these dynamics in mind, let's explore how one can optimize the use of their TI-FE axis for greater personal and interpersonal growth. To improve a function, each type must learn to grow both functions on the cognitive axis. Remember, TI doesn't exist in the void. FE doesn't exist in the void. Optimizing the TI-FE axis requires a synergy between understanding others, especially their pain, with FE, and speaking the truth, or at least what you think, with TI. Meaning this, TI-FE users, you will become smarter, faster, more efficiently if you focus on solving other people's problems as opposed to go to college and become an academic, because that's mostly the grounds of extrovert thinking, consuming the thoughts of other people. Not saying drop out or anything, but make sure that you're getting a hearty dose of the first one, and don't skip straight to dessert, basically. All TI-FE users fear what they say will lead to social humiliation and ostracization. None more so than the ISTP and INTP. But these 8 types must understand that others come to them not just because they can be kind and compassionate, FE, but because they are raw, real, and precise with their TI. The TPs tend to lead with criticism, while NJs tend to lead with helping. As we conclude our exploration of the TI-FE cognitive axis, it becomes evident that mastering the balance between TI's structured logical analysis and FE's keen awareness of social dynamics and emotional impacts is crucial for effective cognitive processing. TI offers clarity and precision in thinking, while FE contributes a nuanced understanding of social interactions and their emotional ramifications. The key lies in integrating these functions using TI's rigorous logical reasoning as a foundation for FE's empathic and socially responsible interactions. This harmonious blending of internal logic with external emotional awareness not only fosters personal understanding, but also enhances our ability to communicate with compassion and effectiveness. Ultimately, this examination underscores the importance of balancing truth with empathy, and analysis with understanding, as we navigate our complex world to make it better for ourselves and others around us. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode as we continue to delve deeper into the fascinating world of cognitive axes. We'll be doing, NISE or SINE first. Tell you what, whichever one gets the most comments, I will post that one next. With that being said, catch you guys on the next one. Either way. Later.